Forbes surname meaning and history presented by coadb.com. Surname meaning. It is a Scottish habitational surname denoting someone who was from Forbes in County Aberdeenshire, Scotland, so named from the Gaelic word forba, meaning field district or at the land. And in Ireland, it can be an anglicized version of an old Gaelic personal name composed of the elements man and prosperity. Early bearers included Duncan de Forbes in Aberdeenshire around the year 1272 and John Forbes in England around the year 1306. Noble titles held. Lord Forbes was a title created around the year 1440 for Alexander de Forbes, the feudal Baron of Forbes, who fought at the Battle of Harlaw in 1411 and was the son of Sir John de Forbes, who died in 1405 and was Deputy Sheriff of Aberdeen. Here we see James Forbes, the 15th Lord Forbes, and James Forbes again, the 16th Lord Forbes, as well as the family seat of Castle Forbes. They also owned Drummonor Castle and Tullyennessle Castle. And another member of the family was Duncan Forbes of Culloden, a Scottish lawyer and politician. And here we see Culloden House or Culloden Castle. The next title that the family held was Lord Forbes of Pitsligo. It was a title created in the peerage of Scotland in 1633 for Sir Alexander Forbes, who was a descendant of the brother of the first Lord Forbes. And here we see the ruins of Pitsligo. The Forbes Baronetcy of Pitsligo and Monymusk in the county of Aberdeen was created in the Baronetage of Nova Scotia in 1626 for Sir William Forbes. And on the right we see Sir William Forbes, the 6th Baronet, who died in 1806. Here we see the family seat, House of Monymusk. The Forbes Baronetcy of Castle Forbes in the county of Longford was created in the Baronetage of Nova Scotia in 1628 for Sir Arthur Forbes, who took part in the Scottish plantation of Ireland and died in a duel in Hamburg, Germany. The 2nd Baronet from this family, Arthur Forbes, was Marshal of Ireland and commander of the Royal Irish Army. He was elevated to the peerage as Baron Clainhugh and Viscount Granard in 1675 and was further elevated to Earl of Granard. And on the right we see George Forbes, the 6th Earl, who died in 1837. Forbes Baronetcy of Creggyvar in the county of Aberdeen was created in 1630 for Sir William Forbes. And on the right we see John Forbes, the 2nd Baronet, who died in 1703. And here we see Creggyvar Castle, the family seat, as well as Sir Arthur Forbes, the 6th Baronet, who died in 1823. The Forbes Baronetcy of Foverin was created in 1700 for Sir Samuel Forbes, a member of Parliament, and the title became extinct on the death of the 3rd Baronet, Sir John Forbes, around the year 1760. And it looks like lastly here, the Forbes Baronetcy of Newe in the county of Aberdeen was created in the Baronetage of the United Kingdom in 1823 for Sir Charles Forbes, a Scottish politician and merchant in Bombay, India. And here we see New House or New Castle, the family estate. Landed gentry included Forbes of Culloden in Inverness, Scotland. So here we see Culloden House, and they also owned Stratton Lodge and Ryfield House. Forbes of Kingarloch in County Argyll, Scotland. Forbes Gordon of Rain in County Aberdeen. Forbes Lythe of Whitehall. Forbes of Balgownie in Aberdeen. Forbes of Callendar in Stirling, Scotland. Notables include Patrick Forbes Born 1564, a Scottish churchman rising to the post of Protestant Bishop of Aberdeen. William Forbes, born 1585, was a Scottish churchman and the first Bishop of Edinburgh. John Forbes, born 1707, was a Scottish professional soldier who served in the British Army. And he lived at the family estate of Pittencrieff Park. George Forbes, born 1869, was Prime Minister of New Zealand in the 1930s. And lastly, William Cameron Forbes, born 1870, was an American investment banker and diplomat who served as Governor General of the Philippines and Ambassador of the United States to Japan. Last slide. Early settlers included Johannes Forbes in New York in 1651, Alexander Forbes in Maryland in 1666, William came to Virginia in 1702, Janet and Donald arrived in Philadelphia in 1775, and Alexander and John Forbes arrived in Nova Scotia, Canada around the year 1750. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer genealogy research services. Link in the description. Thank you very much.